Yeah, what's good, stream? And my matchup's AFK. I'm gonna have a fucking AI player. These niggas weren't smart enough to realize I would very obviously be extremely wide open. How was everyone's holidays? Can't complain.
Nothing amazing happens here. Everything is ordinary.
Yo, Rams with Bands leave for the 55 months. Appreciate it. Shot look pretty good. We should run that more often. Give the open guy the ball. That seemed to work out pretty good. Got a question? Let's see. A friend of yours is very hype about something. Do you try to share it with them, or do you just not care? For example, I'm very hyped about Solo Leveling Season 2, and I'm telling my friend about it, but he just says nothing, and it kind of ruins my vibe. I mean, I don't pretend to be excited about something if I'm not. So I mean, like, but I also think it's like a social awareness thing to be getting really excited and telling somebody about something if it's something that they wouldn't really care about. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't, well, I guess that's not necessarily true, because when you genuinely are really hype and excited about something, you kind of just want to talk about it with someone, right? So you'll go to your friend or a loved one or whatever. But there are certain things that, like, I'll be excited about that just wouldn't, you know, go to certain people about. So likewise, I understand if I'm excited about something and I tell Eunice, for example, and she like doesn't really care, or if vice versa. You know what I mean? Yo, Eva Williams. Oh, fun blind.
Nothing amazing happens here. Everything
Thank you
is
for the
ordinary.
51 months. Welcome back. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, I guess. Oh, why did you keep moving? If you'd stayed where you were, that was an open shot. Wow. Wait, why'd you shoot that guy? Oh, that's a bot? Huh. Man, did y'all see that thing that was like Meta or whatever is going to start adding like more AI people to social media and stuff? I saw that shit. I'm like, dog, I already deal with enough NPCs on this fucking godforsaken platform as it is. Why are we adding more? Getting the looks, these niggas just can't shoot.
Nothing amazing happens here. Everything is ordinary.
Yo, this power forward is ass. Yo, Pluto's World, thank you for the 28 months, homie. I greatly appreciate it. Glad to be back. I get what you're saying into. I mean, I don't know. That's just not really something that I ever go through. But if someone is not showing interest or like not reciprocating the energy every time I come to them and I'm excited about something, I would just stop doing it. Or find someone else to, you know, share those moments or excitements with, honestly. Damn, these boys really suck. Yeah, I think I gotta stop giving the power forward the ball. He's open for a reason. That nigga had... Bro, how do you foul out before halftime? Speaking of fucking bots, like... That's why I can't play multiplayer games, man. How do you foul out before halftime? You solo right now? Yeah. None of my friends play 2K anymore. They all play Marvel Rivals now. Could join. But they're all like grinding ranked and stuff. And honestly, I just want to play basketball. You can play if you ever want to. Gotcha. Japan was cool. Checked out Rivals. I played the beta, but I haven't touched it since I've been back from Japan. Nigga suddenly turned into the GOAT. Yeah, I see everyone is really into Marvel Rivals. I want to try it out. I don't really think it's going to be for me though. This is really not my kind of game, but there's a couple characters that look kind of cool. Where does the Never Knows Best come from? Fully Coolly, my favorite anime of all time. Was never an Overwatch type player and got into it. But are you big into Marvel? Because I never cared for Overwatch, nor am I like a big Marvel guy. So it's like the two things that are like the biggest appeals about it don't really apply to me. You shoot. Hey. Oh, come on. Should have been a dunk. How down bad are you for Rebirth of Souls? I mean, I'm looking forward to the game, but I wouldn't describe myself as down bad for it whatsoever. Ready for any games coming out next year? Rebirth of Souls and Hunter x Hunter Net Impact are the only 2 games that come to mind. Hopefully they're decent. Oh right, Monster Hunter. Yeah, Monster Hunter should be really good. New Witcher. I've never played a Witcher game. I'm not gonna lie, those games look pretty boring. Maybe I'd like them if I gave them a chance, but it just always looked really boring. GTA 6. I gotta be honest, I really don't give a shit about Grand Theft Auto. GTA 6, like, I might pick it up just cause. In fact, I probably will get it because I'm sure all of Squad will be getting it and I'm sure we'll be making content around the game. But if it was just me as an individual person, I really don't give a fuck about that game. I'll be picking it up for work-related reasons. You never played Red Dead? No, those games look actually extremely boring. I'm not gonna lie, I watched several friends play Red Dead 2 and that looks like one of the most boring video games of all time. I don't like, that's a game I probably would never even really give a chance because I just don't think I would like it at all. Is 2XKO confirmed to be releasing next year? I don't remember. I want to play to be a Cowboys. See, I don't really care about Cowboys. I never thought 3.5 was the best version. 3.5 isn't a version that I really like that much. It's just way, way, way better than what the current version of the real game is. That was good, Rambler. Yo, General Nick, thank you for the 16 months. I appreciate it.
Everything is ordinary.
Very low scoring game. I actually enjoyed 2K quite a lot this year. The homies and I were having a great time until Rivals came out and they stopped playing. Yeah, if I were to play 3.5, I probably would enjoy it a decent bit because it is, I mean, it does fix a lot of the problems I do have with current Dragon Ball FighterZ, because even though that version of the game is far from my favorite, during that time I was still playing the game pretty much every day. I didn't like want to kill myself every time I turned the game on.
Nothing
back then.
amazing happens here. Everything is ordinary.
Yo, Matty Matic, thank you for the 20 months. Nah, literally, Ram. Got any New Year's plans? Not really, just gonna cook up a nice meal. Glad to see you back from Japan. I really like the slam dunk figures you got. Thanks. I don't really know where to put them yet is the problem. I've realized I'm gonna have to do some redecorating in my office, and like basically like my whole background's gonna have to change, and it's gonna be a lot of work that I don't want to do, so I'm just gonna procrastinate and put it off for a while, because I'm basically gonna have to replace all my shelves in order to make more room. And instead of using the shelves I have now, replace them all with taller shelves that fit more manga. So that way I have more space on the wall. Shoot it, nigga. What are you doing? What the fuck? Okay. Want to do a trunk slip off my balcony? Yeah, that was pretty much me for all of 2023. Like, I quit playing that game because it was actually becoming a legitimate and genuine detriment to my mental health. Video games should be fun. That game was not fun anymore. I'm very sorry to hear that, Odd God. What a rebound.
Nothing amazing happens here.
Yeah, what's good, Colin?
Everything is ordinary.
Thank you for the 42 months. Check out the Corey Kenshin manga. I know Corey Kenshin is like this super loved, like really big, popular, like mega creator. I've never seen a single one of his videos. I don't know anything at all about the guy. I heard he's making an anime or manga or some
Nothing
shit though.
amazing happens here.
But I haven't looked into it for myself.
Ordinary.
Yo, D the Crazy, thank you for 49 months. Welcome back. Well, I don't think you can just jump on somebody's back when they're driving the ball, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm very sorry to hear that, Rambler. This nigga Jokic had 36, 22, and 10 today with 3 steals. I didn't watch that. I didn't watch that game because I was like, nigga, why do I want to watch Denver play against the fucking Jazz? But this nigga Jokic is a generational talent, the likes of which I don't know if we've ever seen. Also, man, I saw somebody, I haven't read Solo Leveling, but I watched the first season of the anime. I saw somebody drop a trade that would bring Colin Sexton and Walker Kessler to the Lakers. However, in order to acquire them, we would have to give up Austin Reeves. And my first thought is, why would we trade Austin Reeves? He is our 3rd best player, and frankly, we need him, right? Like, I don't think acquiring him, like, if we got rid of him, we don't have anybody that can replace what he does. His shooting, his playmaking, his ball handling, like, especially now that we've gotten rid of D'Angelo Russell, like, we quite literally need Austin Reeves, right? So I saw that and I was like, well, that's a stupid trade. Like, I know we could use Walker Kessler, but why would we, you know what I'm saying? Like, Colin Sexton isn't, you know what I mean? So I was looking at that and I looked at the replies or whatever, and there were 2 guys having an argument about it, and basically one of them ended up saying, like, I'm sorry, you're just not a championship contender team with Austin Reeves as your starting point guard. And I was like, nigga, and you are with Colin Sexton? Like, what type of stupid ass argument? So you're not a championship contender with Austin Reeves as your starting point guard. Oh, but with Colin Sexton. And then somebody was like, what did they say? They said, Austin Reeves is, I forget what they said. They basically said, like, Austin Reeves is better than Colin Sexton, or Colin Sexton not any better, whatever. And somebody just, like, laughed in response. And I'm like, Austin Reeves is better than Colin Sexton. I don't know in what world Colin Sexton is better. I can't think of anything Colin Sexton does better than Austin Reeves. He doesn't shoot better. He doesn't play make better. He doesn't defend better. He's also much smaller than Austin Reeves. I don't really know what would possess anybody to think Colin Sexton is in any way, shape, or form an upgrade. That nigga sometimes don't even start on his current team. Like, what are we talking about? And it ain't like I got anything against Colin Sexton, but the niggas are not better than Austin Reeves. Like, what? Hell, if he was, the Cavaliers probably never would have gotten rid of him or even drafted Darius Garland in the first place. What I think of Bleach 1000 Year Blood War Part 3, I haven't watched it. One second. Yo.
Yo.
What's good with you, homie?
What up, what up?
Chad, I found a friend.
Hooray.
Someone who hasn't sold their soul to Marvel Rivals. Somebody who remembers the grind.
Hey, bruh, if it make you feel better, I will not be selling my soul to that shit at all.
Yeah, I don't think I will either.
However, I will try it out. Probably tomorrow, actually.
I heard they call you UD Wayne, the premier DMC and Zombies player.
This is true. This is in fact true.
I don't know if you heard me just a moment ago when I was talking on my stream, but who do you think's a better player, Colin Sexton or Austin Reeves?
Austin Reeves.
I think so too, but apparently some niggas on Twitter don't think so. And the thing is, you know what? For the sake of the argument, I would even be willing to concede. Okay, let me give context for this. Somebody drew up a trade after D'Lo got traded because, you know, the Lakers, we could use another big, right? And a lot of the talk has been Walker Kessler. And someone drew up a trade that was like, oh, you know, we could get Walker Kessler and Colin Sexton. We got to give up Austin Reeves and a pick. Or I forget what exactly it was, but we'd give up Austin Reeves and we'd be getting back Walker Kessler and Colin Sexton. I was like, well, that's stupid. I don't want Colin Sexton instead of Austin Reeves. I think Austin Reeves is the better player, for one, and two, like we need what he provides to the team, especially with
Colin Sexton not helping out the Lakers at all.
Right.
In fact, y'all get worse.
I think so too. But there was basically an argument happening like under that shit where somebody was basically saying like Colin Sexton is better than Austin Reeves, and I was just like, that's just not true. So anyway, fast forward, and now I'm saying, oh, this was the thing that got me. They were like, they said something to the effect of, I'm sorry, but the Lakers are not a championship contending team with Austin Reeves as your starting point guard. And I looked at that and I was like, and we would be if we had Colin Sexton like that. Like Colin Sexton is what moves the needle. And let's just say, for the sake of argument, let's just say I'm willing to concede and say that Colin Sexton is better than Austin Reeves. Even if he is, it is by such a marginal amount that it changes absolutely nothing.
Oh yeah, you're definitely right about that. Bro, Colin Sexton has not been great since like maybe 4 years ago.
Since he was drafted. There's a reason that nigga's not in Cleveland anymore. If Colin Sexton was all that great, he would still be in Cleveland. And nigga lost his job to Darius Garland.
Like, don't get me wrong. Pre-injury Colin Sexton, that motherfucker's a hooper. However, he has not recovered that much.
I like Colin Sexton. I just don't think he's better than Austin Reeves. And even if he is, he doesn't turn us into contenders. It's not like a significant upgrade.
I mean, shit, if you want to go by analytics too, I mean, Austin Reeves is averaging everything better than he is. So. My guy is hashtag food.
I did Mary Poppins proud. Wait, what you mean? The only thing I remember about Mary Poppins is a spoonful of sugar and like her flying with an umbrella. Good shot.
Thanks, man.
Oh right, she does have that bag that has all that stuff in the like, fucking bottomless purse. Yeah, it was not easy, I tell you. Oh, we are so bad.
Cash. Nice. What the fuck?
Whose bat is that?
Oh. Yeah, player? Oh.
What's happening, bro?
Yo, Kiori, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream.
Nothing
Yo,
amazing happens
Rambler,
here.
thank you so much for the 10K.
Everything is
right.
ordinary.
They're doing that bonus sub thing, kind of like during my subathon. I don't know if this one is as good as the subathon one, but it is very cool.
Nothing amazing happens here. Everything is ordinary.
Good ball movement.
Type shit.
Got a feeling all these guys are gonna quit very soon.
Absolutely.
Nothing amazing happens here. Everything is ordinary.
Balvin said the odds run the same. Damn, low-key, I should be doing another
Nothing
subathon. I still owe
amazing
you guys a
happens
couple of things from the first one,
Everything
though,
is
honestly.
ordinary.
Don't remind me, bro. So do I.
I still owe you guys
Nothing amazing
new
happens
office
here.
tour, cooking
Everything
stream,
is ordinary.
songs, and then the vlogs. I think that's it, other than the Daima stuff. Also, I gotta figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do about Daima after missing all those episodes. What you thinking, Odd God?
Okay, nice.
I'll be honest, I don't remember which monster that is off the top of my head.
Hey.
He kind of got up there.
Okay. Why they pull me? Damn. Go bang that shit.
Good shit, D. Gotcha. Oh, God. Honestly, Rise had a lot of really dope-ass monsters. Oh, why the fuck did that happen? Was Cone stuck at the paint or something?
I have no idea. I actually do not know where he was at. Word. Why is he so much faster than me?
Answer. It's all good. I did not expect to get that ball.
I think he wanted to give it to me, but last game we played, I was point guard. So he's probably muscle memory right now. Like his ass beat by muscle memory.
We've all been there.
I see him.
Oh.
Late. Magnamalo and that Vampire Elder Dragon are also cool. So Magnamalo, I'm trying to think of some of my favorite monsters. You got Mizusune, Nargacuga, Nergigante, Kirin, Odagadon. Those are like my favorite monsters, I think.
I actually cannot wait for Wilds to come out.
Oh, Teostra as well. Yeah, Wilds is gonna be a great time.
I will be tapping into that one for sure. There's one thing Marvel Rivals has taught me is that I'm going to need more than just 2K to get in touch with my friends.
That is unfortunate. Not your fault, Colin.
Aboard. Oh, wait.
What a rebound. I thought I'd get the step on him.
Yeah.
Still. Wow, that was a lot faster than I expected. Rajang is your favorite monster in the franchise. Is he overrated?
Damn, D. Get big. I know you hear me too, bro. Check out Sparking Zero at all, bro?
No, I put off doing it because I was meaning to do it on stream or for a video, but I've just been having a hard time doing anything lately.
Felt. That's been me this entire month. Right. My bad, Gohan. I forgot your square. Press circle, and that's me. Ooh, shit.
Yo, Moonlighter, what's good, man?
Good shot, boy. That boy is shooter. Word.
Nah, you don't need to know anything about Monster Hunter whatsoever to play the new one. They are very much standalone. Like, there's lore and stuff, but it doesn't matter at all. I couldn't tell you the lore of Monster Hunter at all. Like, I've played the story modes for the ones that I played, but
Nothing amazing happens here. Everything is ordinary.
Native Boss, thank you for the 52 months. I greatly appreciate it.
Damn, Cone.
Hey, yo, call me personally.
Oh, you got an AI on you. My bad, D. Word. control the zone. No. Block.
Shit.
Cooked.
Right, that nigga shit.
We are so back. That's not at all what I wanted to do. Bro was 1 for 5 before that, or 1 for 6 rather.
I just seen a clip from Jeff Teague podcast. They talking about Asia Wilson, and like, I feel like the nigga kind of got disrespectful with it because they was talking about could Asia Wilson beat anybody in the NBA. Now, Asia Wilson is very clearly and obviously like easily the best player in the WNBA. Now, at the risk of sounding a little kind of away, I do think there is a very big difference between the NBA and the WNBA, and there are levels to these players and their caliber, and I have nothing but the utmost respect for Asia Wilson. So, like, I understood where the nigga was coming from, but he went OD. He said Asia Wilson could not beat anybody in the NBA, and then he kept like doubling down on it and said she couldn't beat nobody in the G League or anybody in like men's college. And I'm like, okay, let's settle down.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. You didn't even have to go into further detail for me to know just where that went. Just off the topic of conversation alone, I'm like, yeah, I can figure where that shit went.
I'm surprised to hear him speak that way, though, honestly. And I also just feel like Asia Wilson deserves like way more respect than that. Like
I agree, but I'm not gonna lie. Something about that don't surprise me.
Nothing amazing happens here. Everything is ordinary.
I think, yo, Mike Riz with the 20 gifted. Holy shit, I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so very, very much. And with the 15-month resub.
Nothing
Glad to see you're back. The
happens
Japan
here.
Hall video was pretty fire. I'm
Everything
trying
is
to finally get there in
ordinary.
2025. So happy to see niggas having a good time out there. Hey, man, if you ever have the chance to do it, do it. For sure. Thank you
Next
so very,
year,
very
bro.
much.
Nothing amazing
Yeah,
happens here.
hopefully I go back again next
Everything
year.
is ordinary.
That's the goal. That's the goal for me, bro. Next year, 100%.
What was I gonna say? I ain't gonna lie, I think it's a lot of bums in the NBA. I think Asia Wilson can give a lot of niggas work.
There is a lot of bums in the NBA. Now, granted, it would cook my ass, but I'm speaking from.
We like obviously, you know, if you made it to the NBA, I got respect for you, homie. You did something that very, very few people are ever going to do. You know what I'm saying? And something I definitely never could have done. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
but with context to the rest of the players in the league, there's a lot of bums in the NBA.
Yeah, like, come on now, bro.
Yo, Masa, what's good, homie? How did he get his hand on that? Oh my god, yo, Cone like to threw that nigga into the crowd.
Nigga looking like Amin Thompson.
Yo, were you watching that game?
I was.
That shit surprised me. I ain't think he got down like that. They seem like him and his brother seem like such like gentle niggas.
You know what's crazy though, bro? There's a whole compilation of him throwing niggas in the past year.
Really?
Yeah. Like that's not the first time he's done that.
Never peeped.
I was like genuinely surprised because I wasn't even paying attention. I just see Tyler Hero get thrown. I'm like, yo, what the fuck happened, bro? Tyler Hero's response to that was killing me though. I'm not gonna lie.
I was like, shit, I'd be mad too. You out there scoring, throwing down. Whoa.
Damn. No way.
No way. Asia Wilson will out physical so many of the NBA players. I wouldn't say so many, but there's a decent chunk. Because you gotta understand, Asia Wilson is really big and strong for a WNBA player, but there's a different level of physicality I think in the men's league. And Asia Wilson's only like 6'4". That makes her pretty big in the WNBA, but that would make her a very regular sized point guard in the NBA. You know what I mean? Like Asia Wilson looks huge when she's on the court, but she would get on the NBA court and be the same height as Steph Curry. Like think about that. I mean, Steph Curry's like 6'3", so she'd be a little bit taller than Steph. But ain't that funny how that worked though? She looks huge on the floor, and Steph looks tiny, and she's an inch taller than Steph.
This is true. One of you niggas cut, bro? Fuck.
I think there's a decent chunk of players she could get physical with and out muscle, and she probably got a lot better footwork and shit. I think she could post up and hit a midi, and yeah, I think she could back down a lot of niggas, but
Cage.
trying to get back to my manga shit, reading one and making one. No, ain't no telling with you.
Nah, he definitely making one, bro. That's the GOAT.
Both, gotcha. What's the chat? I know I haven't been like updating that little thread on Twitter, but I have still been reading One Piece. Not at the rate that I started, but I'm still reading it. I made it to Skypiea. I'm on chapter somewhere like the 240s or 250s. I forget exactly. Wow.
Good shit, D.
I'm not saying the majority of players, but enough to be sure you can't be saying colleges. You're like, yeah, no, for sure. Like, I think Asia Wilson is a player who could play in the NBA. You know, I think she's that good of a basketball player to where she could do it. And with all the respect I have for the women's league and women's sports and her game and the WNBA and everything like that, I do believe that there are just some biological differences between men and women, and I'd be willing to bet that like most NBA players, not all, but most, are probably just a lot bigger and stronger than she is. And, you know, her game is physical, and her game does, not entirely, but a portion of it does revolve around, you know, being able to be physical and more athletic and bigger and stronger than a lot of her competition. And don't get me wrong, she's got the skill work as well, for sure. Like I said, I don't want to downplay or underestimate her at all, but in a one-on-one setting, I think she could cook a lot of niggas for sure. I do think it is mad disrespectful to say she couldn't beat nobody in the G League. I'm like, okay, let's relax. There's some bums in that G League. Okay, there's some bums in the NBA. So if you're a big enough bum to where you couldn't make the full roster, you had to go play in the G. You know what I mean? And especially when you talk about college ball, like yeah, that nigga went too far. Sky P is such an underrated arc. A lot of people suggest the kind of speed watch to skip it. Wait, why? Seems interesting so far. I think skipping that, if you're a One Piece fan, I think recommending somebody to skip Skypiea is really weird, because I feel like that's such a big, crucial, like, world building arc. The idea that they're like, you can sail in the sky and there's a whole new like world, and like, you know, like that's, I feel like that's going to be very crucial to the overall story of One Piece, like the shit you learn in this arc. Especially because, like, one of the biggest things people always praise about One Piece is the world building, the lore, the world building. I feel like this is a really big, like, crucial arc for that. And so far, it doesn't seem bad, so I don't know why anyone would say skip it. Yeah, like I said, Randall, I just, like, you can surmise that just from the very start, you know what I mean? Like, I'm about to, they've already mentioned him, and I know who he is, but I haven't, like, gotten there myself, but I'm about to meet, like, Eneru and shit. Good game, fellas.
GG.
We talk about Asia Wilson. I think Caitlin Clark is honestly already like one of the top 5 to 10 players in the WNBA. I think she would cook a lot of niggas in the NBA. So, like, to say that Asia Wilson, I'm stuck on this because I'm really thinking, like, how could you possibly think that? Shit, the way the Pistons was looking, they needed to be in the Caitlin Clark sweepstakes last season.
They are so much better this year.
Yeah, they've already matched their win total from last season.
And that nigga Cade Cunningham, bro.
He's a dog. He's having a, I don't want to say underrated season, but I think just because it's the Pistons, a lot of niggas ain't tapped in. But Cade has been hooping his ass off. Which, like, I never doubted. He's always been good from day one. He just he just hasn't been on the floor. He's been hurt a lot so far early in his career.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like his sophomore year, the nigga was out for like basically the whole season. He played like the first few games and then just got a season-ending injury.
Also, I saw like Houston Rockets Twitter and Detroit Pistons Twitter kind of arguing with each other about Jalen Green versus Cade Cunningham, and I'm not gonna lie.
That talk is
yeah, no, there's no conversation to be had there. Cade Cunningham is, and I like Jalen Green, but Cade Cunningham is a significantly better basketball player. And like they're
Like,
both still really young. Jalen Green could still become a superstar in this league one day. Here's hoping. But if we're comparing right now, Cade Cunningham is a much better player.
yeah, like that conversation is stupid to me, bro. That shit's not even close.
I agree.
Averages 5 turnovers. Everybody, bro, you gotta understand. Any ball dominant guard is going to average a lot of turnovers.
Also, a lot of the guards right now are all averaging hella turnovers. Like I don't know what it is exactly, but like LaMelo, fucking Cade, Tyrese, who normally is much better about that, and Trae Young, and then even like old guys like James Harden, like they're averaging a ton of turnovers, and it's been really, really bad. But I mean, that's honestly like the worst part, or like the weakest thing about Cade Cunningham's game is, you know, the turnovers, which is something that can be worked on and he can get better at. And I think a big part of that is, one, he has the ball in his hands so much. He is a point guard who's typically going to average the most turnovers. Now 5 is definitely excessive and too many, but his team also sucks. Like they're a lot better, but he's the guy, you know, and they're sending
Nothing
every
amazing
coverage and
happens
scheme at him
Everything is
and
ordinary.
making his life as difficult as possible. So I cut him some slack. He absolutely needs to get better about that, but there's context to it a little bit at least.
Whose bat is that?
Yo, Zonko, thank you for the 18 months. I greatly appreciate it, man.
Nah, yeah, bro. Like I've never liked that little critique. It's like every ball dominant player is always gonna have a lot of turnovers. Like, Trae Young, I feel like Trae Young since the beginning of his career been averaging 4 turnovers a game.
Man, yeah. I mean, he does everything else. I mean, he does
Exactly.
everything on that team, especially when you're like when you run like a heliocentric offense like they have for so long, which I'd say this year it's not nearly as bad as it has been in the past in terms of Trae Young being the only fucking nigga on the team that can do anything. But
My boy DeAndre Hunter, bro.
DeAndre, hey, I got him in fantasy. That nigga has been hooping.
He been showing promise for a minute now.
Well, he's another player where it's like he's never been bad. He's been hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Although that being said, this nigga having a career year right now. I don't know what the fuck the nigga got going on. Career year in year 7 is crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Insane.
Well, you know what? I've seen crazier. DeMar DeRozan's best year of his career was that first year with the Bulls. So
Which is crazy because
that nigga was all NBA. I forget which team. That nigga was all NBA that season. At the age of what, 32? Ball movement.
yeah, I think the NBA, it's a great time to get into the NBA. I got some gripes, but overall, there's a lot of really good players to be fans of right now.
I found the conversations online about the NBA as of recent a lot more frustrating and annoying than normal. Like the whole ratings discussion and niggas just being like, it's because they took too many threes. I'm like, yeah, mind you, we're also for like the 5 consecutive years have had the highest average like efficiency across the league ever, like in NBA history, for 5 years straight. So I mean, like, niggas are shooting more threes, but they're also shooting far more efficiently than ever before. So it's like, it's like, oh, it's because everyone's just chucking threes. It's like, well, if they're making far more than has ever been made, is it really chucking, or is it just them taking the smarter shot? I don't understand why in so many, and I think it's because it's niggas who don't actually watch basketball and they watched a little bit in the early 2000s and mid 2000s, and they just, you know, they were casual fans, and I just don't keep up anymore because Kobe and T-Mac ain't there. But like, what makes a mid-range jump shot so much more interesting or fun to watch to somebody than a 3-pointer. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, no, that ratings discussion has been pretty annoying because everybody wants to act like they know a lot when in reality they fucking don't.
I just hate the idea that people saying, oh, it's because of the 3-pointers, because I think that's, I don't want to say it's not a factor, but I think, like, I would list 5 to 7 things that I think play a much bigger role than the amount of 3-pointers being taken. Also,
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I think one of the biggest reasons is it's funny because I was thinking about this and then KD fucking has a quote about this literally later. I think people just don't that ass do not give a fuck about the regular season.
yeah, I think there's a lot of factors that go into it, and I think that's one of them. I think the NBA itself does a poor job of promoting the regular season and making it seem like it matters, and I think that's why Adam Silver introduced the in-season tournament, and I think that helps, and that event is dope and everything. But it's not enough.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't know what it is, but that shit do not hit at all for me. Like,
I enjoy it, but I guess I enjoy the regular season already anyway, so. Also, my team won it the first year, so.
but yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like, cause in a sense though, I also kind of have not given that much of a fuck about the regular season. I've been watching the NBA for a minute. Like, I never really slowed down. And I think, yeah, a big part of it comes to what you said. Like, they do not promote the regular season like they used to. I remember certain games getting promoted like crazy.
I think the biggest issues that I have with it is that promotion. So that goes in general, whether it's just the way they market the regular season or the way they market certain teams. Because a team like OKC does not get nearly the national and media coverage that it should, considering they are arguably the best team in the entire fucking league. You know what I mean? And everyone knows about Shea. But, like, I don't hear people talking about Jalen Williams as much as I should. I don't hear people talking about Isaiah Joe as much as I should. I don't hear people talking about the year Isaiah Hartenstein's been having since he's recovered from injury and has been playing with them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, like, them as a team should be much more on everybody's radar. And those of you people who actually watch the game, yeah, we know the Thunder are good, but I don't see a lot of people talking about them. So the way they market teams and the regular season, I think, honestly, the officiating is a big reason why as well. I think it's been very, very bad the last few years.
I don't know how it continues to get worse. I feel like every year it gets worse.
It's been terrible. I also think there's a bit of a, I think the regular season being as long as it is and not having the weight that it needs in order to consistently retain people's attention and interest is another big issue. So it's kind of like an urgency issue where it's like, you look at why the NFL carries so much weight, because there's only 16 games in the season, right? Every single week that game matters. You know, in the NBA, a team can lose 5-10 games in a row, and ultimately, like, yeah, that will have an impact, but they still have a chance to make the playoffs. They still have a chance to go on a run. They still have a chance to go to the finals and win. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that can happen.
It only makes it easier too because you got the play-in now and shit.
Yeah, if you lose 5, let alone 10 games in the NFL, nigga, your season is over. You're cooked. Even on a smaller scale, you could lose 2 or 3 games in a row in the NBA. That shit does not fucking matter in the slightest. If you lose 2 or 3 games in a regular season, in the NFL, that changes the whole trajectory of everything. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Nah, I think that, I don't know, because this might vary per person, but I think playing should low key go. Even though, like, you know, playing games be lit. They definitely do be lit. They definitely have like that playoff game feel to it. But I think the intensity of like, if you lose this game, like these last few games of the season, if you lose, like, say for instance you need to win the next 5 and you lose like 2 of them, it's like, nah, yeah, you're done. I don't know. I think that hits a spot for me more than the play-in does.
I think the play-in is a double-edged sword, because I kind of get why it exists, because on one hand, it's it makes it so that more teams have a chance of being in the postseason, which makes them less inclined to tank because they could still make something happen. But the thing is with that, oh fuck.
Nothing amazing happens here.
Lotus suck, I forgot.
Everything is ordinary.
Yo, Lord Different, thank you for the 35 months, man. My favorite UI Goku Vegeta player, I'll kill. Anyway, realistically, no team that's the 10th seed is going to make it all the way to the fucking finals, you know? So it's really just justifying teams being mediocre when in reality they probably should blow it up, like the Chicago Bulls, right? Chicago Bulls have been able to make the postseason and stuff, been in the play-in, whatever. But it's like, should they really have even been pushing for that or competing for that, or should they have just been tanking and trying to get a better draft pick so that they could start a rebuild? You know what I mean? And I kind of get it because it dissuades teams from tanking, which is supposed to make the regular season more competitive. But then you ultimately have them in games that realistically don't matter and puts them in a postseason that they don't have a real shot of succeeding in. And it just kind of waters it down, I think, instead of actually making it legitimately competitive, because especially out east, it's not, it ain't 10 teams that are competing for a championship. I do find it interesting though, because I saw a bunch of people talking about like how much they miss teams like the Spurs and stuff, and like showing all these old clips of like real basketball and the good old days.
Bullshit.
Right.
You know what niggas was saying back in the day?
The same.
These niggas boring as fuck.
I know, because I felt the same way as a kid. I thought the Spurs were really boring. Now that I'm older and more mature, I realize that I took those teams and those years for granted, and that was a beautiful brand of basketball, and I actually enjoy watching that, and I enjoy seeing those clips and those highlights. But what's funny and ironic about that is, what is one of the most hated teams in the NBA? The Boston Celtics. If I were to ask you though, and you really think about it, what is the closest fucking team that plays to that Spurs team? The Boston Celtics. The difference is their ball movement results in open threes and not fucking mid-range jumpers or, you know, fucking post fades for Tim Duncan. Like, I don't. Niggas talk about how much they hate three-pointers, and I feel like it's just this weird like bandwagon hatred, hating three-pointers for the sake of it, despite the fact that it's a much more efficient and smarter shot than a mid-range shot the majority of the time. The Boston Celtics do an incredible job of generating open looks, and I don't know, it's really weird to me how it's just one of those things where I feel like a lot of the people complaining don't actually watch the sport. And like, I guess that's the conversation, right? Is that niggas aren't watching, but it's like, you can't comment on something that you're not watching because you don't have the context or the data to accurately describe what it is that you don't like. Not acknowledge any positive Celtics takes. I mean, you don't have to. I'm just saying that, like, I saw a lot of niggas talk about how like they missed like the Spurs and shit, and I was like, well, if you look at clips like this, the team that immediately comes to mind that plays like this is the Celtics.
Unfortunately, this is the truth. Unfortunately.
But they're the ones that are taking 53 pointers a game. That's because it's the better shot to take.
Early. Damn it. I missed that. Nice.
I say the Celtics. That's fair. I mean, people have different reasons for hating the Celtics. Some of us hate the Celtics because we're Lakers fans or Kobe fans or Magic Johnson fans. Some people hate the Celtics because they're good and you hate the good teams. Some people hate them because all they do is chuck three-pointers. There's a bunch of different reasons. I just think some of the reasons some people have are a lot less valid than others.
Man, bro, I hate them niggas because I'm a Heat fan, bro.
And that's perfectly valid. I think that's one of the more valid reasons. Like, that's a rival. That's a competitor, someone that y'all regularly meet up with in the playoffs. Like, that makes sense, especially in recent years.
It's so funny though. Like when I really think about it, I'm like, yo, my dislike for the Celtics runs through 2 different decades.
Rightfully so. I'm from Philly, so that's where this comes from. And I think that's valid. I think the niggas who aren't valid are the niggas who hate him for the 3-pointer shit. And then, like, niggas who just have, like, this weird hate boner for Jason Tatum that I just really don't understand. Yeah.
Good shot selection. No, you should have given it to Lotus. It's okay. He's still open.
And I'm breaking. I'm 1 for 5 this game.
Oh shit, that's me.
I forgot how to shoot.
Shot. Hey, my Grizz. Me too, bruh.
You know what's funny too? I just keep thinking more and more about it. Like the shit niggas claim that they love or that they like about basketball and what they miss, and then I think about like the current landscape of the game. Like it's just cap, because like the only nigga who like really gets like gassed up and like credit and love for even playing that way is fucking Shea. Like niggas like, oh, Shea game is so smooth. Shea is a phenomenal player. I have nothing but respect for Shea. But like niggas hate Devin Booker. Niggas don't be giving DeMar DeRozan no flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas, like, you know what I mean? Like KD and Shea are the only niggas who play like in a kind of old school way that get any love for it. Everybody else gets slandered.
Yeah, I am, Mike. So trust me, my hate for my hate does not run just for Boston Celtics, bro. Any Boston sport. Because when I was heavily watching baseball, I hated the Red Sox. I'm trying to get back on my MLB shit this following season. That Yankees postseason run had me tapped in again.
Unfortunately, y'all didn't have the GOAT on your team.
Yeah, unfortunately, we didn't have the KD Warriors, bro.
Niggas really is the KD Warriors of that.
The way I seen these niggas lose these games, bro, was so crazy. Like the endings of those games, bro, easily winnable games.
So, chat, y'all ready for Patrick Mahomes to get his 4th ring?
Are the niggas killing him right now?
I think the Chiefs have only lost 1 game this season.
Thunder must be very happy.
Yeah, they are easily looking like the best team. Hope to God not. I think about it though. He keep racking up rings, we can have a new GOAT. We ain't gotta fucking pretend like we like Tom Brady anymore. You know?
I like that idea.
Give that shit to Darnold. Remember when the Panthers had Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield on their team? And the niggas went on shit. Then they both went to their own teams and now they own shit.
Damn, Baker. Yo, that's a name I ain't heard in a minute.
Josh Allen is the MVP. I have some bad news for you, Rambler.
Biggest thing I remember about him was Skip Bayless being on his dick.
For no reason.
Huh?
For no reason, because that nigga was ass.
Right, and then Shannon, I'll never forget Shannon Sharp popping off on Skip Bayless. He was like, yeah, he's a bum. He's trash.
Good save. Good shot. I'm not gonna pretend like I watch football, but it shows up on my timeline a lot, and some of the shows and stuff that I watch or listen to, they talk about football sometimes. And from everything I can gather, I don't really see how Josh Allen deserves it over Lamar Jackson, if I'm being honest. Isn't Lamar Jackson like beating him in like every statistical category possible? Also, I be seeing highlights and clips of Lamar Jackson and Justin Jefferson. Them like the two niggas I see show up on my timeline the most, and them niggas don't seem normal. Josh Allen has less weapons. He's saying Lamar is just a good team merchant, right? You said they swapped teams. Josh Allen put up double the numbers Lamar Jackson putting up. Damn, I shot that mad slow.
Fuck. Good try though.
He already had 2 MVPs. I don't really like the whole voter fatigue thing. It's a shame that exists, because like, if a nigga the best, he the best. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck if he won 7 in a row. 2 for 8 and 0 for 4 this game. Hey, stop giving that bum the ball. What'd I just say? Get one. Ew, we got Steelers fans in my chat. Actually, I'm over it. I don't watch football anymore, but I definitely hated the fucking Steelers and Steelers fans growing up as a kid. Steelers fans were the most annoying niggas ever, dog. My dad hated the Steelers so much he refused to wear the colors black and yellow. Oh, Toasty, thank you, man. Thank you for the 51
Nothing
months. Welcome
amazing
back.
happens here. Everything is ordinary.
Yeah.
Hello, Toastworth.
Man, if that nigga Lotus could have hit a single jump shot this whole game, he wouldn't be down right now.
It's okay, bro.
Cash.
Fuck. I know they go too early. Fuck. My bad, Joe. That was a good look too.
It's all good. That's why if our point guard wasn't such a bum. 0 for 4.
Damn. I'll BRB real quick.
For sure. What do you think about retraction for the NBA? Less teams, more condensed talent. I don't think it's even worth fantasizing about because they're literally going to do the opposite. The league is going to expand. They're definitely adding more teams in a couple of years. But I mean, yeah, if you retract the league, it just would not be within the business of the NBA. But if you just make it so that there's less teams, so that the talent pool is, even more potent, less roster spots means you got to be even better to be in the league. From an entertainment standpoint, like, it's not a terrible idea. Just the Magic don't need to exist. Hey, the Magic are really good. You know what's fucked up? I be wanting to go to games, but tickets are so expensive. I need to live where the team is absolute fucking garbage and the tickets be like $10. So Utah, Charlotte sounds nice. Let's see. Let me see something real quick. There's okay. Here's a game that is actually the Jazz versus the Hornets. Let's see. You can get a ticket for Jazz versus Hornets for $18 to be in the nosebleeds. Let's see like an actual decent seat. You can get. See, here's the thing though. So here's center court, right? A pretty decent seat. You'd be in the 5th row at center court, which is pretty damn good. But that's still $273 a piece per ticket. Like, I understand that that's a really good seat, but for Charlotte versus the fucking Jazz, and mind you, Brandon Miller and LaMelo are both hurt. I just feel like that's so unreasonably expensive, you know? Like the two biggest names that you would even give a fuck to watch aren't even playing, and the tickets are still almost $300 a piece for a good seat. Like, that's so bad. Here's a ticket that's $800. Why would I ever pay $800 to watch the Jazz versus the Hornets? Here's January 1st. The Jazz versus the Knicks. Oh wait, why did that game show up first? That game's not until fucking March. Okay, Jazz versus the Knicks. Okay, well it's the fucking Knicks, so I guess that makes sense. That makes way more sense. But $3,000, almost $4,000 for this. Oh, it's a courtside seat though. But like, you know, I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just being like entitled or something. I just feel like,
What we talking about?
ticket prices for basketball games.
Oh, that shit's